Wow, that old lady did not deserve it.
What if she says, "Oh, push me out of the boat, but I can't do it myself"?
I don't think I could physically push someone off like of a lifeboat.
It's great to be here. I'm excited.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate your moral compass?
What does that mean? Like myself, or like with whether I know like good from bad?
Whether you know from good or bad.
A 10.
Yeah.
I would say 10 in terms of my compass. Now, what I actually do
What
is
you
another
act
question.
on. That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna stick with 8.
Like 8.5,
Give myself.
maybe a 9. Okay, that just
Give myself a 7.5, 8.
But I tend to think most people are just average.
Yeah, like a 7, 7.5. You know.
7, 8. 7, 8, 9.
I feel like having a strong moral compass doesn't necessarily mean you follow it all the time. So I'd say I have a pretty strong moral compass, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm a good person.
So we're gonna do a little test of that, and we're gonna play a game. I have 9 different scenarios, and then you're gonna rank them from the most moral to the least.
All 9?
All 9.
Okay. And this is a
You go-
team effort.
Yeah.
No. Alright, we have murder.
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 Red room.
Killing people. Sacrificing your place on a lifeboat to make room for a pregnant woman.
Pushing an old lady out of a lifeboat to make room for a pregnant woman. Different take on the same issue.
Getting drunk, driving, and killing a family of 4.
Killing a ruthless dictator.
Avenging the death of your friend by killing his killer.
Forgiving the person who killed your aunt.
Pushing someone who gets on your nerves down Niagara Falls to their death.
Letting someone who gets on your nerves fall down Niagara Falls by doing nothing to stop them.
Okay. I'm gonna say general rule, killing is on the less moral side.
Alright, so most evil, right?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, do you think drunk driving and killing a family of 4 is worse? That's basically just murdering the family of 4.
It is murdering.
Oh, guys.
Let's
go all the way over there.
I agree with that one.
Yeah.
The wrinkle there is this is killing 4 people.
Right.
And the other ones are only killing.
But does this say as much about your morals as, avenging someone by killing their murderer? A drunk driver has made a terrible decision. A lot of times, those people can never get over the guilt they feel.
So
for
you're
doing
saying
that.
it's that one,
This
the
is less of a
intent
moral
is gray.
intent.
I buy it. Because this one's pushing, this one's avenging, that one's pushing, that one's murder. So I buy it. Roger Brooks' moral compass.
What would you put next?
I would say this one, if we're going along with our previous premise of intent, then this one, at least the intent seems to me to be to make room for a pregnant woman.
I think it's just because she was there.
What if she says, "Oh, push me out of the boat, but I can't do it myself," to make room for this pregnant woman?
She has.
You know what I mean?
What if there's like a life raft right there?
What if
And
you're
you're pushing her onto it?
Yeah, that's true.
What if they're in really shallow water?
Wow, that old lady did not deserve it.
I don't think I could physically push someone off like of a lifeboat.
A lot of.
A lot of
I think
questions there.
at face value, though, it's pretty bad. Getting drunk, driving, and killing a family of 4. That's pretty bad.
I feel like it's
I'd say it's worse. Yeah, I'd say it's worse because this one has a justification. It's kind of
Pushing is crazy too. That sounds.
Pushing is crazy.
Yeah. But also, what about this one? Letting someone who gets on your nerve fall down Niagara Falls to their death by doing nothing to stop them.
It's kind of like the trolley problem, man. Do you
Yeah.
think, if you if you do nothing to stop them, like you just see someone die. Like it's like your fault. I mean, I guess it is your fault.
Because if you prevent them from dying, it's also the absence of it is also.
What are you saying, bro?
Peter Singer. I didn't take the class. I don't know.
Do you know what Peter Singer believes?
And like utilitarianism, right?
Utilitarianism removes a human element to morality and to interaction that I think is necessary for morals to be what they are. I didn't take the class.
Oh my
I'm curious,
gosh.
actually. You take the class?
No. My friend is a philosophy major.
You letting someone fall is essentially the same as you pushing them yourself. Yes, you didn't put yourself in that position, but ultimately what's more important about this scenario is that you didn't stop it.
Sometimes like non-action is the same as action. If there's something that can be done to prevent something very bad, but you just don't do it.
Like if this is like a Scar Mufasa situation, if Scar had stood there and watched him fall, he's like, "Brother, help me!" And in his
That's
wonderfully
pretty good.
deep voice, I tried.
Bro,
And Scar is just like, no. And Mufasa still falls. There was no change in Scar's heart between any of those scenarios.
What if they were afraid that if they go to like the tip of the Niagara Fall, they're afraid that if they reach out their hand to help them, they're gonna fall in with them.
That's a good point actually. Adding that definitely makes it a lot different from pushing somebody versus just like. But I think without that, like with that maybe like I might put it like here if something worse comes up, like in the middle. But as of now, without that caveat, I think it's the same thing in theory.
If we're speaking to the level of damage you place on your own heart by doing any of these things, the effect doesn't matter. There's a certain work my heart is doing that doesn't immediately change whether or not the person dies. But the way I felt and the way I was willing to behave and act, the moral faculty that I used was still suppressed and damaged in that way.
So this one is like, your morals are bad because you kill someone and you have no self-control. This one is bad because you're killing someone and you're doing vengeance.
This
Which
one
one
is
is
very
worse?
Achilles.
Yeah.
Humanities. I feel like this one is more selfish, though.
Yeah. But this one's more premeditated.
I would say this one is the. I think we're disagreed.
Killing a ruthless dictator and killing your friend's
Avenging the
killer.
death of your friend by killing his killer.
Later, avenging the death of your friend by killing his killer. All right. The thing about this killer is like the killer, like you know, like maybe it was like a one-off thing, you know. Maybe he's like, maybe he has a nice life outside of killing your friend, you know.
I just see one of this to fix a nation.
No, he's not fixing that. He's not fixing no nation.
So if I say I don't feel bad if someone murdered Hitler,
Totally.
like I feel like this would go like definitely to the left of this.
Yeah.
Honestly, to the left of this one as well.
If you're a soldier and you're in the war and there's a dictator
Yeah.
and he runs onto the battlefield,
Yeah.
are you taking that shot? Probably.
Forgiving the person who killed your aunt.
Forgiving. I love forgiving. that is a good thing to do.
These two are good things, I would say. Forgiving and
Yeah.
sacrificing. I think
Forgiving. I'd say forgiving. This is more.
This is more-
less evil than that one. You know
just because of the actions taking place.
Yeah.
So my moral compass is based off the Bible, as is yours, I believe. And so, forgiveness is central.
That one
It's
you're
hard to
saving a
describe what's
pregnant
actually
woman.
happening here.
Oh, you mean
because
in your
it's-
heart?
Because this one could just be like, societal honor.
It could be for selfish reasons, even though you're sacrificing yourself. That's fair. You've convinced me.
Also, it's hard to completely forgive someone.
Well,
you can
definitely.
say you forgive someone, but it can still remain in your heart. Especially for someone who murdered your aunt. I personally don't think it's possible to completely forgive someone who did that. But if you were to say you did, I would still put it after sacrificing your own life.
Actually, after thinking about this for the two objectively good things, everything else on this thing, the same thing kind of applies of motive.
But I guess that's sort of the question about morals. Is whether or not motive changes the morality of a thing.
I think actually, yeah, it does. And to be honest, since that's the case, I don't know if you can even order any of these things. I would even argue that the drunk driving is just as bad as the drunk driving and killing a family of four. Because you had no control over the outcome.
You technically didn't intend to, kill someone. But when you're drunk, you don't intend anything.
Yeah.
But then the results are the same. In the fact that you ended up killing 4 people, that's like that in itself. I think that's like all the way over there. But then that's like, I think a very consequentialism view. If we do take intent in, then I think it might be a little different.
Whether or not that car was there or wasn't there doesn't change how immoral your action was. But your intent was still the same and your motive was still the same. Which I think makes sense. I don't believe in the idea of like moral luck, that you can be a better person because you got lucky with a situation. At the end of the day, we can judge whether something is or isn't immoral, but I don't know if we can really judge how moral or immoral it is. I don't know if that's our place. But we just did it.
What's our final ranking?
We should go from least moral to most moral in order to make it platonic.
Okay, on the least moral side, we have murder.
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 Killing a family of 4.
We have a disagreement,
Pushing someone
This one.
Murder.
so we put them as a tie.
and killing a family of 4.
Third.
Someone who gets on your nerves.
Pushing an old lady out of a lifeboat.
Pushing an old lady out of the lifeboat.
Fourth.
Letting someone who gets on your nerves.
Getting drunk, driving, and killing a family of 4.
Avenging
the death
of your friend by killing his killer.
Fifth.
And then avenging the death of your friend.
Fall down Niagara Falls.
Killing a ruthless dictator.
6.
Pushing an old lady out of a lifeboat.
Killing a ruthless dictator.
Letting someone who gets on your nerves fall down Niagara Falls.
7th.
Killing a ruthless dictator.
Sacrificing your place.
Forgiving the person who killed your aunt.
These two tied for 8, 8 and 9. Take your pick at home.
Forgiving the person who killed your aunt.
And then the most moral thing would be forgiving the person who killed your aunt.
For sacrificing your place on a lifeboat to make room for a pregnant woman.
Wow, so selfless. Wow.
Sacrificing your place on a lifeboat to make room for a pregnant woman.
Boom. All in a day's work. I feel like we reasoned these out pretty well. I'd have to say our moral compasses are about the same. So 7.5, 8, you know.
His
Makes
is
sense.
higher though.
I'm just rounding to nearest significant figure.
Yeah.
Keep it out of 10.
I would raise mine to a 9.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know if mine really changed.
He's more of a 1 sig fig kind of guy. I'm like I like 2, like 3, like even, you know. So
3 is crazy.
yeah.
I think there's like 2 opposites that are clear, but then
Yeah.
the middle, a lot of factors that come into it.
Makes me feel good knowing that there's such morally upstanding people roaming around our campus.
Woo!
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I thought that was the most moral side. And this is the least moral side.
Well, this
Thank
evening's
you.
news we have murder,